No, I'm Major General P.K. Malik, retired Army officer from Indian Army. I have got a couple of issues. You have mentioned about the role of big tech. You know, just before this conflict, there were other conflicts also, like Gaza, like Armenian, Azerbaijan. No big tech. What is that? It is the big techs are American software companies. They will only do what the American wants them to do. I will just about say, think tomorrow there is a conflict again between Israel and uh, in Gaza. Hamas is a terrorist organization. What happens if China and Russia's cyber capabilities go vigorously against Israel? Second issue is, you have brought out conventional war. If American soldiers or others were in Ukraine, it would have different connotation. But General Nakasone, US NSA chief, has no conscience saying we are there in Ukraine. Their people, the NSA and cyber commands people, are inside Ukraine. So how far you can push this envelope? You know, you do not want to be present physically, but you are present not only from USA, you are physically present, your staff, your cyber command people are physically present in Ukraine. Third point is, you have said, okay, if somebody does a cyber attack in some installation in USA, it is a dicey thing. But US has already done it in, as you said, in Stuxnet. Why I'm trying to tune all this to put in the correct perspective? It is not all US. If tomorrow there is a war between, say, two countries, and USA wants to be a neutral part, why will these big tech companies come?
Thank you, sir.
They will know.
Thank you, thank you. I think it sort of takes us back to, I think, some of the questions you had in terms of how other countries should think about the fact that the companies that have played such a vital role, being American, how will other countries think about this? And we have, representatives of some of the tech companies here, so please feel free to sort of jump in if you have any observations on that front.
There are a number of interesting issues there, but it's quite possible, for example, that companies, which happen to be American or otherwise, are operating in a country that's attacked, and so they have an obligation to their clients to defend them, which isn't really in your question, but that's, I've got a business and I'm in country X and I'm attacked. I turn to my contractor and say, you got to defend me. So there they are. Is that wrong? I don't know. I pay them to defend me. U.S. operators are in Ukraine. Yes, Ukraine's a sovereign country. It's asked people to help come to its defense. Why not? It was clearly an illegal aggression. These operators are not attacking or haven't been known to be attacking Russia. They're defending. I don't see anything wrong with that. And if Indian companies were going to Ukraine to help defend Ukraine from attack, I don't know that anybody would see anything wrong with that. So it raises dilemmas, but there's different degrees of the dilemma in a sense. And in some of what happened in Ukraine, it wasn't, that Ukrainian the contractors of Ukraine people were volunteering to come help again, because I think there was outrage at the situation, and that may not be repeated in other situations. And that's one of the big questions, for example, about Taiwan. It's a question that Taiwanese have as well, because companies have a big stake in China for the most part. And so that becomes a very different question from the standpoint of your stockholders and your board of directors and even your employees of, do you do it in that kind of conflict? I don't know what the answer is, but I think in each of these there's difference. But I don't think there was a legal issue.
Yeah, I have a small, hey George, Sandeep
Yeah.
here.
Hi.
I work with Microsoft.